Last week in AwesomeMOOC, we spent some time looking at how to collect information online. And this week our focus is on becoming more connected to the other educators who are online. We're going to start by looking at how to connect through Twitter. And our resource this week is 10 Minutes of Getting Connected, Day 5 from our November series. So when we go to that link, we see that there's a section on why it's really important to be involved on Twitter. Well, the example that we use, of course, is from last November, but I can show you what's been happening over the past week in Ontario. Over the weekend, we had EdCamp Island. Last week was the Can Connect 15 conference, the TLLP conference, the OEME conference, and at all of these conferences, people who are attending in person are sharing what they're learning during the keynotes, what they're learning during the workshops, what the conversations are, what the resources are that are being shared at the table. So following what's happening at these conferences, even if you can't attend in person, is a great way to do some professional learning. So I don't think we need to convince you anymore that being on Twitter is really a very, very important professional learning opportunity. Now, how do you get on Twitter? Well, luckily, Sue Waters has put together an ultimate guide to using Twitter, and we highly recommend that. It's fully online and completely free. And even if you are not new to Twitter, even if you already have a Twitter account, there's all kinds of information in here to help you learn more about how you can use your Twitter account effectively. And she even begins with a video from Dr. Alec Kuros talking about how important it is and what we can do with Twitter in classrooms.
And since then, I've seen this huge growth of teachers really adopting Twitter and using it for amazing purposes.
So you can look at that on your own time. There is a great instructional video on how to sign up for your account right from the very first page.
And you're going to put in the password, and then click sign up for Twitter.
And then before you actually get going with your account, Sue has included a number of really important things that will help you look professional on Twitter and will help other educators to know that you're an educator and you should be followed. If you need some help with uploading your profile picture, which is very important on Twitter, then there's also a video to help you with that.
People forgot to upload a profile photo, so when people look at this Twitter account, all they see is a lonely little egg. But editing a profile is super easy. From the Me tab, just click Edit Profile. Let's start by...
So all kinds of help for you there to get started on Twitter. Now, who should you follow? If you're already on Twitter, I can make a few suggestions. To begin with, let's make sure that we're following the other people who are working through this May series on Getting Connected. And you can do that by going to the AwesomeMOOC Twitter page, and the address that you need to go to is here. This is our list of the members who have joined, and you can just scroll through that list and follow any of the people that are also participating in this week's event. If you want to follow even more people than that, lots of educators on Twitter have created lists that can help you see who you need to follow. I have created one, in fact, for Ontario school leaders. It's not a complete list. I do have to work at getting it up to date, but it does have 73 school leaders that you could follow just to get you started and help see modeled the kind of information that's being shared on Twitter.